Welcome to episode 3 of 4 of the 4-part Calisthenics Strength Series, How I Got So Strong. In this episode, we're going to focus all on scapula strength. Your scapula is a muscle in your back which connects into your shoulders, and it's the primary muscle that's responsible for pushing your shoulders either in the forward motion, which is scapula protraction, backwards, which is called scapula retraction, upwards, which is scapula elevation, and downwards, which is scapula depression. Mastering these 4 scapula positions is necessary to building strength in calisthenics and being able to safely and consistently make progress in your strength journey. So this routine, we're going to focus on these 4 primary movements to ensure you build scapula strength, build scapula muscle, and build scapula control. All right, first up we have hanging scapula shrugs. So if this move is too hard, you can put a rubber band around the bar and wrap the rubber band around your feet to assist you. And if it's too easy, you can start by doing one arm scapula shrugs. But for the demonstration purposes of this video, I'm going to focus on the basic 2-arm scapula shrug. So you let your shoulders fully dislocate and get into a deep dead hang, and then you pull back with your scapula like that. That's 1 rep. You really want to fully release at the bottom and let your shoulders hang, and then fully depress your scapula and retract it and go up. So there's 2 reps. We're gonna go for 15. Keep your core engaged, keep your body tight, keep a tight grip on the bar. If you need to wrap your thumbs over the bar, that's fine, and continue the reps. Doing this is key for building strength for the front lever, the 1-arm pull-up, the muscle up, and pretty much all calisthenics hanging exercises. Woo! All right, after that, rest for 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want to rest too long because you want to keep the workout going and keep the fatigue in your scapulas, but you don't want to rush it because we're really focusing on drilling quality reps with the movements. So you want to make sure you have enough energy for the next movement. So next up we have scapula shrugs on the dip bars. Next up we have scapula shrugs in the support hold position on the dip bars. If this is too tough, again, you can strap a rubber band around the dip bars and use it to support your feet to make your body weight lighter, but I'm going to do body weight support hold shrugs for 15 reps. So you begin, elbows locked out, you let your shoulders come up in a controlled manner, and then you press them down. So that's 1 rep. You really want to control the movement. There's 2. And as you get better, you can not only push down, but also push forward, and that will round your back slightly as you work on the scapula depression and protraction. There's 4 reps. We're gonna go for 15. You really want to keep your elbows locked out for the entire movement. All right, rest as needed. And then we're going to go into Scapula Rows using the dip bars. Next up, we have Scapula Rows. I'm using the dip bars, but you can use a set of gymnastics rings or really anything that you can grab on and pull horizontally. With this move, you can scale the difficulty based on the angle you hold your body at. So the further you are down, the harder it's going to be, and the higher up you are, the easier it's going to be. So we're going to focus on choosing an angle that challenges us, but still allows us to complete the 20 reps. So you want a nice tight grip on the bar. I think it helps to over grip the bar in a false grip position, but that's not necessary. You're gonna find a good angle. Again, keep your elbows locked and pull. It's a subtle movement. You really want to control your scapulas. Keep your core tight, keep your body in a straight position. And really feel the contraction at the top of the rep. So there's 3, we got 20 to go. All right, there's 20 reps. You really want to feel the pinch at the top of the movement, almost like you're trying to pinch your shoulder blades together. So there's 20 reps. Rest as needed, at least 1 to 2 minutes. And then we're going to do scapula push-ups again using the dip bars. Next up, we have scapula push-ups. I'm choosing to do these on parallel bars, but you can do these on the floor like a regular push-up. With this move, you want to assume a regular push-up position. So that means you want your wrists directly below your shoulders. You want your core engaged. You want your hips rotated into posterior pelvic tilt, almost like you're doing a hip thrust. You want your glutes engaged. Tight grip on the bar, wrists in a neutral position. You're going to shrug down, come all the way back up. Again, elbows locked out for the entire movement. The movement only comes from your scapula. So I'm going to find a good grip on the bar, and we're going to go for 20 reps. Let's go. All right, rest as needed, at least 2 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up this movement with feet elevated, pike, scapula push-ups. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like right now. All right, next up we're going to do feet elevated, piked scapula shrugs. So for this movement, you wanna get your feet elevated on an elevated surface, stack your hips, shoulders, and wrists as vertically as you can, and begin doing the shrugs. We're gonna max these out. Let's go.